Om. Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Vakratunda Mahakaya, Surya Koti Samaprabha, Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva, Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada, Saraswati Namastubhyam, Varade Kamarupini, Vidyarambham Karishyami, Siddhir Me Sada. Om Shri Matre Namaha. Verse number 52. Gate Karnabhyarnam, Gate Karnabhyarnam, Garuta Iva Pakshamani Dadhati, Garuta Iva Pakshamani Dadhati, Gate Karnabhyarnam, Garuta Iva Pakshamani Dadhati. Puram Bhetushchitta Prashamaras, Puram Bhetushchitta Prashamaras, Vidravanafale, Vidravanafale, Puram Bhetushchitta Prashamaras, Vidravanafale, Gate Karnabhyarnam Garutaiva Pakshmani Dadhati Puram Bhetushchitta Prashamarasa Vidravanapale Ime Netre Gotradharapati Ime Netre Gotradharapati Kulottam Sakkalike Kulottam Sakkalike Ime Netre Gotradharapati Kulottam Sakkalike Tava Karna Krishta Smara Tava Karna Krishta Smara Sharavilasam Kalayataha Sharavilasam Kalayataha Tava Karna Krishta Smara Sharavilasam Kalayataha Ime Netre Gotradharapati Kulottam Sakalike Tava Karna Krishta Smara Sharavilasam Kalayataha Gate Karnabhyarnam Garuta Iva Pakshmani Dadhati Puram Bhetushchita Prashamarasa Vidravanafale Ime Netre Gotradharapati Kulottam Sakalike Tava Karna Krishta Smarashara Vilasam Kalayataha Gate Karnabhyarnam approaching the years. Gate means reaching. Gate, Karnabhya, 2 years. Karnabhyarnam. The eyes are reaching up to the years. Garuda Iva. Garuta, the word Garuda. We have seen the word Garuda. Garuda basically means bird, right? The specific bird that we say, which is Vishnu's Vahana, is called Vainateya. Vainateya Garuda. Vinata's son. Vinata Kaputra. Vainateya Garuda. But Garuda word itself means large bird. Here he is saying Garuta Iva, here meaning like the feathers of the bird. Garuta also means feathers. So Garuta, it also means wings. So in the contextually, here he is saying like the feathers of the bird. Pakshmani, eyelashes. Eyelashes. Dadhati, where. Dadhati means wearing, having. So he is saying your ears, your eyes are stretched out up to the ears, and the eyelashes are like the feathers of the bird. The beautiful feathers of the bird, they've come fluttering. Puram Bhetu. Puram, Tripuram, right? 15 days after Diwali, we will have what is called Deva Diwali. Deva Diwali is the day, it is called Tripurari Purnima. On that day, Shiva destroyed the Tripura. The three Puras were destroyed by Shiva. So in Varanasi, the 15 days after that, Purnima is a bigger festival than Diwali. The whole of the Ganges is lit up by lamps. If ever possible, we should go there during that time. We can see it live on YouTube. I will get the link. I will share it. So here, Puram Bhetu, he who destroys the three worlds, that is Shiva. Chitta, Prashama, Rasa, Vidravana, Phale. Vidravana, meaning to disturb. Chitta, mind. Right? So, by destroying the Chitta of Shiva, destroying the tranquility or the peace or the equanimity of Shiva himself, Ime Netre, these eyes, Gotra Dharapati Kulautamsa Kalike. Gotra Dharapati is Dharapati. Dhara means this world, the ruler of this world. Now, the ruler of this world in this context again is Himavan. Himavan's daughter, Gotra Dharapati, in that lineage of Himavan, Kulottamsa Kalike, the highest of the Gotras, of that Gotra. In the lineage of Himavan, she who is the highest of that particular Gotra, that is Devi herself, Tava, yours, Akarna Krishta, right up to the years. Smara means Manmatha, Cupid, the god of love, Kamadev. Smara, Tara means arrows, Vilasam, right? The joy that comes from there. Kalayate, make or do. So what is the Acharya saying here? O Parashakti, O great one, who is the greatest one in the lineage of Himavan, your eyes extend up to your ears and your eyelashes appear like feathers of the bird fluttering. Your eyes disturb the tranquility of Shiva as they appear like the shining arrow of Manmatha. Now, look at the story here. Manmatha, when Parvati was doing tapasya and Shiva was in Kailash and he was continuously in deep tapasya and Parvati was doing seva. So she used to gather flowers every day. She used to gather fruits every day. And she was going and putting all the fruits and the flowers at the feet of Shiva. And she was worshipping him every day. And Tarakasur was doing all his dance of destruction. So Indra was getting impatient. Right? Indra means what? Ruler of the Indriyas. Our Indriyas are always impatient. Right? When you want a Rasagulla, you want it now. Abhi chahiye. Right? Manas keeps saying, Abhi chahiye, Abhi chahiye, Abhi chahiye. So, similarly, Indra, he told the Kamadev. Now, whenever the Indriyas flutter, why do they flutter? Because of Kamadev. So, Kamadev and Indra, they joined hands and then they called Vasanta. Vasanta is the king of the seasons. Right, in Bhagavad Gita in chapter 10, he says, of all the seasons, I am Vasanta. Vasanta is the king because that is the season when flowers come. So, Vasanta, along with the Malaya Chala Vayu, the beautiful the wind which carries the smell of sandalwood, both of them came there. Because Vasanta reached Kailash, the entire area became blossoming with flowers. And when Parvati was putting flowers at the feet of Shiva, Manmatha shot the arrows. And the arrows went into Shiva. And he got disturbed. And he opened his eyes. And he saw Parvati. And he had a feeling for her. And he said, my peace is getting disturbed. How did this happen? And he looked and he saw Kamadev standing over there. And his third eye opened and Kamadev got destroyed. Right? Now, she has taken that power of Kamadev just into her eyelashes. Kamadev himself, who got destroyed by Shiva, the power of that to disturb Shiva is in the eyelashes alone. Forget the entire body of Parvati. Just the eyelashes alone are enough to disturb the consciousness of Shiva. Now, Acharya's, the Bhashya written on this, not by Acharya, Acharya has created this, the Bhashya written on this, it talks about the fact that this attraction is not that of the physical attraction, because Shiva is not looking into her eyes, nor is she looking at Shiva. So it is not causing about any physical attraction that is causing the distraction in the mind. This is the attraction of Purusha with Prakriti. This is the attraction of Parama Purusha with Param Prakriti, Para Prakriti, that creates this entire world. This whole process of creation happens only when Prakriti and consciousness join together and we have creation. How can that happen? Because Purusha is in deep contemplation, right? Purusha is in deep contemplation. Look at the image of Kali. Kali stands on consciousness. He stands on Shiva. It is the consciousness of Shiva that is transformed into action. Kali is dynamic, right? She has 4 hands. She is dancing. Her legs are aklishta. One of the legs is in front. She has swords. She has garlands of heads in her hand. She is continuous movement. She is continuous movement. That continuous movement has meaning only when it is driven through consciousness. Otherwise, our movement, the mind, unconscious movement, continuously jumping like a monkey. So here in Soundarya Lahari, we see that Purusha and Prakriti, when they come together, this beauty and consciousness together produce this entire world. So in whatever you see, whether it is a heap of garbage, whether it is some rotting carcass, or it is a beautiful rose, it is all nothing but a manifestation of that consciousness through her. That is what this meaning of this particular shloka is. So he talks about also the lineage of Parashakti. Now, lineage of Parashakti comes from where? In the physical form, the lineage of Parashakti is from Himavan, right? Uma Haimavati, that is her name. Uma Haimavati. Why Himavan? Look at Himalayas. Those of you who have been fortunate to go to the Himalayas, you know that there is this gradation that happens. As we cross Haridwar and Rishikesh, we see beautiful, we first see some flat ground, we see a lot of people, we see a lot of movement happening. As we keep progressing, slowly, all that greenery, that beautiful greenery, slowly starts going away. And then you are left with only that divine stillness of great mountains. That is the journey of Himavan. That is the lineage that she is portraying. When you say she is from the lineage of Himavan, what is she? She is the composite of all of this. All these people who are jumping around in Haridwar, right? आपको नहाना नहीं है, नहाने के लिए आपको 10 रुपया दीजिए, हम आपके लिए नहा के आएंगे, right? That also they do. So you can stand on the banks of the river. That man will take a dip for 10 rupees, and he will sprinkle that water on you, and he will say you have taken a bath. All that confusion is over there, and the beautiful aloo tikki chaat also is over there, right? All that will be there, and after that you go to Rishikesh, and suddenly the river has become more bathable. It has become more wider. It has become quieter. And then we go further. We look at Devaprayag. We see where the Alakananda and Mandakini Alakananda and Bhagirathi are merging. We go further. We reach right up to Gangotri. We reach up to Gomukh. And in Gomukh, we suddenly find there is complete stillness. And you go beyond that. And you reach into Tapovan and you see the Shivling peak. That is where she did her tapasya. And in that complete silence, it is all her. It is all her. That is the lineage of Uma Haimavati. So, another very important message that is conveyed to us is that when we look at the physical attraction of anything, of the other side, of the other sex, of a beautiful flower, we are constantly judging. We are constantly saying, oh, this is good for me, this is bad for me. One day, there is a beautiful book written about Yogananda Paramahansa by his younger brother. And the book is titled Mejda, M-E-J, Mejda. Right? In Bengali, if you had a large family and you had lots of elder brothers, then you had Borda, the eldest one. Then you had Mejda, the next one. Shejda, the one above the next one. Then Chotda, the youngest brother, youngest elder brother. And then you yourself. That would be the sequence of 5 brothers possibility. Right? Mejda, the second younger brother, not the eldest brother. The book is about Mejda and written by his own brother. And he is describing a particular incident on a street called Bowbazar Street. There are very near the Sialda station. So near the Sialda station, there are a lot of these eateries, right? Like any station, there will be a lot of small eateries. And every day, any leftover rice, they would all dump outside. So all the leftover rice would go into one place. They were crossing that place, and the younger brother of Yogananda Paramahansa, he put his hand over his nose. Bad smell. So Yogananda then said, and this is before he has become a disciple of Yukteswar and all that. So Yogananda said, what is bad about it? Bad, good, everything is Divine Mother. So the younger brother said, if that is so, why don't you eat it and show me? And he just went into that garbage heap and he started eating with no qualms in his mind. Right? That absence of judgment, because judgment is in the external world. Discernment, viveka, is different from judgment. Judgment is where we are saying, oh, this is good for me, this is bad for me, this is good for me, this is bad for me. It is said in our Sabarimala traditions, it is said that Shabari had a sakshatkar of Sri Ramachandra himself. Matanga Muni was going. He was giving up his body. Shabari was his great disciple. He said, Gurudev, when your body is put into the fire, I will also jump into the fire. I cannot live in this world without you. Matanga Muni said, no, you wait here. Parabrahman himself will come in Sakshat physical form and you will be able to meet him. Now, Matanga Muni left for years together. Every day, she used to go into the forest and collect fruits and wait. She used to collect jungly fruits and she used to wait. And one day she came to know, oh, they are coming. Parabrahman is coming. And now she started tasting the fruits and said, oh, this is sweet, this is not sweet. This is sweet, this is not sweet. When the sweets were offered to, when the fruits were offered to Ram, Lakshman stopped him. Bhaiya, jhoota hai. Ramachandra says, for Parabrahman, there is no jhoota and there is no pure. Everything is pure. And he ate those. But Shabari, still in her mind, had good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. And therefore, she is supposed to have born once more in the avatar of, during the period of avatar of the Lord himself again, when he came back in the form of Swami Ayyappan. That is the time she is born again, and then she got moksha. So this discernment of good, bad for me, good ye acha hai, wo bura hai, constantly we are doing. And that is what causes this whole process of raga dvesha, attraction, revulsion, attraction, revulsion. But when we look at Devi and we see any movement, the fluttering of the eyelashes indicate any movement in this world. You see the clouds moving, oh, fluttering of the eyelashes. Birds flying, fluttering of the eyelashes. The leaves of the tree moving, fluttering of the eyelashes. And your mind goes there and says, everything is nothing but her presence. So that is the message that Acharya is giving us. Such a powerful message. So therefore, he says, see, advancing in the spiritual path is not easy. And we are normally affected by the influence of Manmatha. Manmatha is not only the sexual desire, it is also any desire. Kama word itself means desire, not sexual desire. People have reinterpreted that to mean only sexual desire. It is nothing to do with that. So, whenever this desire in us arises, can we redirect that and say, this also has come from you? This also has come from you. There is a beautiful series of a type of songs in Bengal called Shyama Sangeet. Shyama, the word is for she who is dark in color. The word Shyam, obviously we know, for Krishna we call him Shyam, Radhe Shyam, right? Shyam means dark. Shyama, she who is dark in color. Shyama Sangeet, it's a whole genre of songs praising Kali. And there used to be a devotee called Ram Prasad. Ram Prasad has written hundreds of songs, like Tukaram has written hundreds of abhangs for Vittal. Similarly, Ram Prasad has written hundreds of songs for Kali. And in one of them, he says, Tokoli tomari ichha, everything is yours. Ichha moi tara tumi, you are the tara. Ichha mai, you are tara, right? She who helps us to cross. In that, there is a line which says, Ami jontro, tumi jontri. I am only an instrument. You are the person who drives that instrument. Ami rotho, tumi rothi. I am only the chariot. You are the charioteer. Tomar kormo, tumi koromai. You do everything. People say that I am doing. What a powerful song. That is what is expressed here. That even the fluttering of the eyelashes is the movement of this Prakriti. And that allows us to become creative. That allows us to produce. And that is where our Shiva and Shakti join together in one union. So let us look at the shloka once more. Gate karnabhyarnam garutaiva pakshmani dadati puram bhetushchita prashamarasa vidravanafale ime netre gotradharapati kulottam sakalike tava karna krishta smarashara vilasam kalayataha. So any questions here? Otherwise, we will do the next 53rd shloka also. Any questions, any thoughts you want to share? Okay. 53. Vibhaktatraivarnyam Vyatikarita Lilanjanataya Vibhaktatraivarnyam Vyatikarita Lilanjanataya Vibhati Tvannetra Tritayamidam Ishanadayite Vibhati Tvannetra Tritayamidam Ishanadayite Vibhaktatraivarnyam Vyatikarita Lilanjanataya Vibhati Tvannetre Tritayamidam Ishanadayite Punah Srishtum Devan Druhina Harirudrana Puratan Punah Srashtum Devan Druhina Harirudrana Puratan Rajah Sattvam Vibhrattama Iti Gunanam Trayamiva Rajah Sattvam Vibhrattama Iti Gunanam Trayamiva Punas Rajasattvam Vibhrattama Iti Gunanam Trayamiva Punasrashtum Devan Druhina Harirudrana Puratan त्वं बिभ्रत्तम इति गुणानां त्रयमिव विभक्त त्रैवर्ण्यं व्यतिकरितलीलाञ्जनतया विभाति त्वन्नेत्र त्रितयमिदमीशानदयिते पुनः स्रष्टुं देवान् द्रुहिण हरि रुद्रान् पुरतान् रजः सत्वं बिभ्रत्तम इति गुणानां त्रयमिव विभक्त त्रैवर्ण्यम विभक्त divided into three different colors. Traivarnyam, three different colors. Which are the three different colors? What would be the three different colors? Any idea?
Red, yellow.
Red is no yellow is there.
No yellow.
No.
Red, green.
Black.
Red, green.
No
Blue.
green. No blue.
White.
Okay, white is there. Red, white, and black.
Red,
Three
black,
gunas.
and white. I said it.
Three gunas. Three gunas. See, till now, up to this verse, Acharya has been describing two of the eyes. Now he brings in the third eye. Right? What is the Lalita Dhyanam first slok? Trinayanam.
Trinayanam.
Right? So here he says, Vibhakta Traivarnyam. Vyatikarita mixing Leelanjanataya. Beautiful words. So, Anjana means Kajal. Anjan means Kajal. Right? Mixing of these three colors, because of your Leela, you mix these three colors. You mix these three colors. Anjana word is not only Kajal, it is also eyes. Right? Anjan. So you have a boil on the top of your eye. What do you call it? Anjani. Right? Neelanjana. Neelanjana we say for Ramachandra. We say Neelanjana. Blue-eyed. So here he says, you mix the three colors and apply them as kajal on your eyes because of your leela. Vibhata means glowing, splendid. Tava netra tritayam idam, these three eyes of yours. Right? These three eyes he talked about in verse 50, but now we are getting back to the three eyes. So these glowing, tvan netra tritayam idam. Ishana Dayite. Ishana Dayite. Ishana means Shiva. Dayite, beloved of. Oh, beloved of Shiva, your three eyes that are glowing, dividing this world into three colors, red, white, and black, mixing those three colors because of your Leela and applying them as your Kajal. Srashtum, act of creation. Devan, the Devas, the gods and goddesses. Druhina means recreating. Druhina, Hari, Rudran, Uparatan. Right? Brahma, Vishnu, and Rudra, after they disappear, you recreate them. Raja, Sattvam, Vibhratama, these three gunas. Raja, Sattvam, Tama, iti gunanam trayamiva, carrying these three gunas. So, if you want to use a translation, say, oh beloved consort of Shiva, oh beloved of Shiva, your three splendid eyes, shining with three different colors, well mixed with the kajal, is applied to your eyes, and these three colors appear like the three gunas of Rajas, Sattva, and Tamas. It appears that you have decided to recreate these good devas of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva after the pralaya. These verses are talking of the, okay, does Parashakti have tamas also?
Yes.
क्यों?
क्योंकि पराशक्ति अपने स्वरूप को प्रकट करती है काली के रूप में, और वो जो असुर होते हैं, जो कुछ मतलब नष्ट करने की कुछ, किसी के साथ में कुछ ऐसा होता है कि कुछ अ, किसी
Because
के साथ अत्याचार हो रहा होता है ना, तो फिर माँ को गुस्सा आता है। अपने बच्चों को वो ऐसा नहीं देख सकती है।
तो तमस कहाँ से आ
तो
गया?
फिर
गुस्सा इज रजस,
because
क्रोध
she
इज
creates,
रजस.
because she creates,
If creation is a rajas, it is activity. Tamas is inertia. Tamas is lethargy.
because she Shiva also.
Yoga Nidra.
Ah, thank you. Very good. Beautiful. See, in the first chapter of the Devi Mahatmyam, Vishnu is sleeping, and Madhu and Kaitaba have started doing all their activities, right? Brahma is sitting on the lotus, which has come from the Nabhi Kamala, and he's sitting and he's trying to create. As he creates, Madhu Kaitaba are destroyed. So now he tries to wake up Vishnu and says, "Oh Vishnu, wake up, do your job, sustenance. Your job is sustenance. I'm creating, these people are destroying, you have to sustain, wake up." He doesn't wake up. And Brahma realizes that he cannot wake up because Yoga Nidra is sitting in his eyes. And he does a praise. Right? In the first chapter of there is the beautiful praise. 3 times there are beautiful stutis. Right? 3 stutis. Even if you don't learn the entire Devi Mahatmyam, 3 stutis you should remember. One is the stuti of of Brahma, which is in the first charitra. Then the other charitra is the Deva Stuti, which is called Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu. And then again in the later Narayani Stuti. 3 stutis we should remember. Beautiful verses of praise for the Devi. So in the first chapter
Which
itself,
is the first one?
in the first chapter,
Which is the
Brahma
first
Stuti,
one?
Stuti of Brahma Stuti. So I will share it with you later. So in the Brahma Stuti, Tvam Vishwam, Tvam Vishweshwari, he says. Saumyam Ati Saumyam. Oh, beautiful description. So after all, that is Brahma speaking. Other verses, they are more down to earth because the Devas don't have that creative capacity of Brahma. Oh, Brahma Stuti is amazing. So that Brahma Stuti is to Yoganidra Devi. And Yoganidra comes out and stands and says, asks Brahma, what do you want? She says, please wake up Vishnu. He is unable to wake up because you are sitting down and causing him to sleep. So this Devi Yoganidra is the tamasic form of Devi. In any case, even in the Lalita Sahasranamam, we see Trigunamayi. So when she is in this world as Prakriti, Prakriti is Trigunamayi. When she is Parabrahman, she is Trigunatita. She is Trigunatita. So as Trigunatita, she is Parabrahman. But when she is active in this world, in the form of Paraprakriti, she is Trigunamayi. So therefore, even tamas is part of her. Now, you look at your own eyes, you will see, yes, Lalita ji. You want to say something?
That Brahma Stuti is Ratri Sukta?
No. It is in the Devi Mother. Suktam and all that are before the Devi Mother.
No.
They are all
Tantrokta Ratri Suktam, Tvam
all these.
Swaha, Tvam Svada, not that.
No,
Oh,
no,
I
no.
see. Okay.
So, Tvam Swaha, Tvam Sada has been taken from the Stuti. It is there in chapter 1. You read chapter 1, you will find it. So, so Tantrokta Ratri Suktam is recited before chanting Devi Mahatmyam. It is that Suktam has been compiled by taking, it is not a Vedokta Ratri Suktam. Vedokta Ratri Suktam, there is a separate Vedokta Ratri Suktam that is also recited. But Tantrokta Ratri Suktam, it is because it is Tantra, it is created by Rishis. Veda is not created by Rishis. Veda is Apaurusheya. It is Shruti. Right? So, Tantrokta Ratri Suktam has been created by Rishis by putting together all the stutis from various places. So, here we see that Devi is, you look at your own eyes, you will see that at the edges, we have some red spots. The basic part of the eye is also white, and which is called the sclera, right? And then you have the pupil, which is black. All the three gunas, where are they? In us. हम अपने आप को मिरर में देखते हैं, हमको त्रिगुण दिखते नहीं है. हम अपने आप को हम तो महासत्विक सात्विक है, right? Not only sattvic, shuddha sattvaha, purest sattva. All the three gunas are in us. What we want to produce, we produce through her energy, filtered with our vasanas, filtered with our ego. Hence, here he says that this is the grandeur of Devi. And we can only understand this when we humanize her. See, our brains are limited, our thoughts are limited. We cannot conceptualize Devi. So Acharya uses very, very simple human terminology. And he looks at the eyes and he talks about the three colors in the eyes. And he correlates them with the gunas. And he says, with these gunas, what have you done? You have recreated this entire world. Red is her color of compassion, not of anger. Sindura Aruna Vigraham. Why? She is red in color because she is compassionate and she recreates this world. When after Paramashiva has completely absorbed this entire world into her, she is the only Sakshi of this entire destruction, isn't it? Mahapralaya Mahatandava, Sakshi, isn't it? So she is the witness. And after that, she recreates. She produces everything. Where? By taking the three gunas from her own body and she produces. In the Kalika Purana, it says, Brahman takes form. And the first form that she takes is called the Mahalakshmi form, Adi Lakshmi form. This Adi Lakshmi form splits up into three parts, Sattva, Raja and Tamas. Sattva splits into two parts, male Sattva, female Sattva. Rajas splits up into two parts, male Sattva, male Rajas, female Rajas. Tamas splits up into two parts. Tamas splits up into two parts, male Tamas, female Tamas. And then they intermarry. Right? They intermarry. And this intermarriage creates Vishnu and Lakshmi, Brahma and Saraswati, and Shiva and Parvati, or Shiva and Durga. This is how the first level of creation happens, according to Kalika Purana. And then the next level, from there, the entire stories begin and so on and so forth. So, Parabrahman, when the first manifestation itself is, when it manifests, the moment it has manifested, it is Prakriti, isn't it? It is feminine. It cannot be masculine. Purusha is kind of consciousness. No gender. We call it Purusha. We have one term used for it. But the moment it manifests, it is Prakriti. And Prakriti is nothing but feminine. So here he says, you recreate this entire world out of your compassion. So very beautifully, it is correlated with the first dhyana shloka of the Lalita Sahasranama also. So, any questions? Otherwise, we will start with Kilakam. Okay, Kilakam. Verse number 4. न मंत्रो नौषधम तत्र न मंत्रो नौषधम तत्र न किंचिदपि विद्यते न किंचिदपि विद्यते न मंत्रो नौषधम तत्र न किंचिदपि विद्यते विना जप्येन सिद्ध्येतु विना जप्येन सिद्ध्येतु सर्वमुच्चाटनादिकं सर्वमुच्चाटनादिकं विना जप्येन सिद्ध्येतु सर्वमुच्चाटनादिकं न मंत्रो नौषधं तत्र न किंचिदपि विद्यते विना जप्येन सिद्ध्येतु सर्वमुच्चाटनादिकं. So he says, no mantras, no aushadhis are available which can accomplish Uchchatana. There are no mantras, no aushadhis which can accomplish Uchchatana excepting the japa of Devi's form in your consciousness. Vina japyena siddhetu. Sarvam Uchchatanadikam. Adikam means etc. All the Uchchatanas, etc. can be destroyed by the japa of Devi's form. Na mantro na aushadham tatra na kinchit vidyate. Not even a slightest bit of the Uchchatana. What is Uchchatana? All the internal enemies. All the internal enemies. They get destroyed when you do the japa of the consciously of the form of Devi in your heart. Next verse. Samagrányapi satyanti. Setyanti. Samagrányapi setyanti. Lokashankam imam haraha. Lokashankam imam haraha. Samagrányapi setyanti. Lokashankam imam haraha. Kritva nimantrayamasa. Kritva mantrayamasa. Sarvameva nidam shubham. Sarvamevam nidam shubham. Kritva nimantrayamasa. Sarvameva nidam shubham. Samagrányapi setyanti. Lokashankam imam haraha. Kritva nimantrayamasa. Sarvameva midam shubham. Samagrányapi here means all indeed. Samagra means everything. Or indeed. Samagrányapi indeed. Setyanti will be accomplished. Will be succeeded. Loka Shanka Imam. Loka people. Shanka apprehension, fear, doubt. All of that is Shanka. Loka Shankam Imam. This. Haraha. Haraha destroyed. Or Hara is Shiva also. So why is he called Shiva? Because he destroys. Why is he called Hara? Because he destroys. Kritva, doing. Nimantra yamesa. Right? Nimantra means invitation. Nimantra. So Nimantra yamasa. Having done that, having invited, Sarvam evam idam. All indeed this, Shubham, everything becomes auspicious. So everything that you are looking at, when you invite her into your consciousness, everything becomes auspicious. Samagrányapi setyanti, successfully. Loka Shankam imam hara. This entire Shiva here, the word hara means Shiva, which means auspiciousness. Loka Shankam imam haraha. This becomes, everything becomes auspicious. How? Kritva nimantrayamasa. Immediately, the moment you have invited her into your consciousness, sarvam evam idam, this, everything here inside becomes shubham. So, the Kilakam is a very beautiful stotra, right? We have already seen that it is the underpinning. And it is constantly trying to remind you that all that you did before, Jayanti, Mangala, Kali, etc., right? The Argala, the Dhyana, the Nyasa, all of that which you did, all of that, unless you have established here. So that is why Kilakam is the last. After that, immediately you start off with the Devi Mahatmya. Because now, with the Kilakam, the constant reminder, put her in your heart and start. Everything, put her in your heart and start. So therefore, it's the Kilakam, constant reminder. It says, next verse, Stotram vai chandikayastu. Stotram vai chandikayastu. Tvacha guhyam chakarasaha. Tvacha guhyam chakarasaha. Stotram vai chandikayastu. Tvacha guhyam chakarasaha. Samapnoti sapunyena. Samapnoti sapunyena. Tam yathavan nimantranam. Tam yathavan nimantranam. Samapnoti sapunyena. Tam yathavan nimantranam. Stotram vai chandikayastu. Tvacha guhyam chakarasaha. Samapnoti sapunyena. Tam yathavan nimantranam. Stotram vai chandikayastu. indeed for Chandika, this Kilaka Stotram, that which has been, which is hidden here, right? Guhyam, it is hidden. Tvacha, meaning for emphasis here. Tvat means that, cha for emphasis, and Guhyam, hidden. Chakara, Chakara means starting with the cha, Chandika, Saha, right? Referring to Shiva, him, referring to Shiva. Stotram vai Chandikayastu tvacha guhyam chakarasa. In that word cha, behind that word of cha, which starts with Chandika, the entire stotram has been hidden. Samapnoti, right? Acquiring, accomplishing. Samapnoti. That verse actually means if she is invoked, put yatha vin nimantranam. Vin nimantranam, vishesha rupena nimantranam. Having invited her in the proper sense, proper way. If you invite her, then all these will become successful. All your Chandika Patha will become successful when you have invited her in the proper way. What is the proper way? Constantly dwelling upon her form and her name in your heart. Totram vai Chandikayastu. That will become successful. So again,
Guruji, the script that you've shared, it shares something different. For Guhyam, it's saying Guptam, but it's the same meaning.
meaning, yeah. So I have
second line says Samaptir na cha punyasya tam yathavan niyantranam.
So
is there a
both? No, so I'm using a physical text right now, and what I sent you is from an online text. So I will go by both of them. The meaning is the same, right? Samaptirna chapunyasya tam yathavan niyantranam. Yathavan niyantranam again means yatha, according to process. Niyantranam means having controlled yourself or having invited. Samaptirna, having completed. Cha punyasya, it will get completed only with auspiciousness by you when you have done the necessary process. Totram vai Chandikayastu tacha guptam chakarasaha. Guptam, guhyam means the same thing. Samaptirna, right? You said samaptirna. Here I am saying samapnoti, meaning the same thing. Sapunyena tam yatha vin nimantranam. So, or here you can also say yatha vin niyantranam. Niyantranam means having controlled. Controlled what? Controlled your manas, controlled your buddhi. How do you invite
similarly
somebody?
in the fourth one? Okay, no, you please continue.
How do you invite somebody who is greater than you? You have to follow a process. You want the Prime Minister of India to come into your house. What do you have to do? You have to follow protocol, no? You have to go to the ADC, then you have to write a letter, and then after that, all that process you have done, and the Prime Minister says, okay, I am ready to come. Now, if the Prime Minister says you are ready to come, what do? You put garlands across the entire road, right? Festoons, lights, right? You clean up the house, you put rangoli, right? Prime Minister is coming. Now, most of us neither will do the invitation properly, nor will we have garlands for the person to come. Even by mistake, if the Prime Minister suddenly decides to come and he says, "Arey, idhar kaise jayega? Idhar to pura rasta ubad khabada hai, nahi ja sakta hai. Chalo wapas jao." That is what we do with our mind. The physical process of what we need to do, along with the mental processes of what we need to do, if they are not in sync, right? Srimatre Namaha, coffee ready? That is what we do, isn't it? Sri Maharajne Namaha, coffee के साथ डोसा भी चाहिए. वो fresh वाला मोड़ा पुड़ी देना, हाँ, पुराना वाला नहीं. This is where my mind is. Correct? Or, oh, I have had my very bad day yesterday. My boss has shouted at me. I am now thinking, Shri Matre Namaha, Amma, go and make him, punish him. or you have an exam in front, and or you have a promotion exam or a promotion discussion happening. Mother, if I get promoted, I will give 21 coconuts to at your temple. Oh, that can go down to 21 human beings also. Huh? I will give 21 human beings. I will sacrifice 21 human beings at your altar. Transactions, right? Transactions. You are asking that the divine to do things for you. The divine is continuously doing things for you. You are alive because of divine. You are breathing because of the divine. We are speaking to each other because of this divine. If without that understanding, we are constantly doing transactional things with her, then where is the niyantran? Where is the niyantran? Where is the nimantran? Neither niyantran is there, neither nimantran is there. Both need to be there. The last shloka for the day.
Even in the fourth shloka, in the second line, for me it is vina japena siddhayeta. You were saying siddhayetu. Is there any difference between the ta and tu?
No, there should be a tu there, because that emphasis of indeed tu. Otherwise, even the chanda will not come. Vina japena siddhayetu. Tu will be there.
Okay.
So, okay. Then we come to the last shloka for the day. Topi kshemam avapnoti. Topi kshemam avapnoti. Sarvameva na samshayah. Sarvameva na samshayah. Topi kshemam avapnoti. Sarvameva na samshayah. Krishnayam va chaturdashyam. Krishnayam va chaturdashyam. Ashtamyam va samahitah. Ashtamyam va samahitah. Krishnayam va chaturdashyam. Ashtamyam va samahitah. Sopi kshemavapnoti sarvameva na samshayah. Krishnayam va chaturdashyam. Ashtamyam va samahitah. Kshemam. Kshemam means that which you already have, which you are not able to go and discover for yourself. You already have the infinite capacities to become divine, but you are unable to attain to them because of the limitations that you have caused for yourself because of the vasanas. That is what Markandeya is saying. So, sopi kshemam avapnoti, you will get. Sarvam eva, all that which you are required to have, you will get without any doubt. Samshaya. Krishnayam, in the Krishna Paksha. Va, or on Chaturdashyam, on the 14th day, or on the Ashtami, on the Ashtamyam. Va means or. Tamahitaha, concentrated. So here, certain days of the lunar calendar have been put. One interpretation of Krishnayam is Amavasya. Not only the dark phase of the moon, not only the entire dark phase, but on the specific on the Amavasya. Now, there is an interesting story about the Tithis. So, there are 28, 29 Tithis, right? Because 1 to 14, 14 plus again another 14, 28 plus Purnima plus Amavasya. So, all the Tithis, there are something or the other which was auspicious, which is happening, right? But the 14th Tithi and the 8th Tithi, there was nothing happening over there, and they were supposed to be bad days, right? 8 is the number of Saturn, and so on and so forth. And Chaturdashyam is always before Purnima or before Amavasya, so that was also not counted, right? Amavasya is a good Tithi for the Pitrus, Purnima is a good Tithi for worshipping Satyanarayan, and Chaturthi is for Ganapati, and Shashti is for Skanda, and so on and so forth. Ashtami kuch nahi tha. So both of them went to Devi. So Devi said, okay, what we will do is Ashtami will become a very special day, because on that day, both I, in my male form and my female form, we will be born on the same day. So in the male form, she was born through Devaki, and in the female form, she was born out of Yashoda. right? Nandini, Nandaja, Yogamaya, both of them born on the same day. So said Chaturdashi said, what about me? You are permanently auspicious. Anything can be done on Chaturdashi, on either Chaturdashi, and it will never attract any illness. So no Rahukal to be seen, no Yamakanta to be seen, no auspicious time to be seen. Chaturdashi, go and do it, because I am blessing you. So that is how it is said here also. It says, Krishnayam va Chaturdashyam, Ashtamyam. These are beautiful days for you to be doing meditation of the Devi. That is what it says. I normally say, ignore this. Completely ignore this.
Do it
Do
every
meditate.
day.
Do it every day, every minute, every second,
minute.
every second, every breath. In breath, in breath. So every breath, out breath, hum. That is it. Life gets sorted. Right? That is what we should do. So don't wait for, oh, let us start. Oh, yes, of course. When you are starting on a journey, some simpler steps are required. Right? So everywhere, whichever journey you take, your journey of your education, when you, bachcha ko leke, we don't put him into a PhD class, right? We start with the ABCD. Similarly, there are certain days, certain rules, certain rituals to be followed. Forget all that. Follow the rituals. Follow all the rituals. On Ashtami, do your japa 5 times more. On Chaturdashi, do it 9 times more. But do it every day. That is what is wanted. Because even in the earlier shloka, it says, having established her in your heart. You look inward and you can see her divine form shining. That is the state we should be in. Right? Chaliye. Next Sunday, I don't know. I have no problems, but I don't know about Diwali and other things happening with all of you. So if there are no other, I will announce the class. If anybody is available, we will do the class. Chaliye. Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.